Tithely's mission is to serve churches by providing simple and effective church technology. As 2022 came to a close, we wanted to ensure a smooth tax season into early 2023. Our finance team worked relentlessly to update our system, create a better user experience, and provide proactive care to our churches. We focused on a number of elements, with the first being stability and scalability so that churches of any size could always generate statements regardless of the number of other churches generating statements at that time. Once we did this, we wanted to ensure we provided a few upgrades to the admin experience of tax statements. Since the statement generation process could take minutes, we created the ability to email an admin once your church's tax statements were ready. Then, we provided an alert for admins who only had access to certain locations, so they were made aware of their user role for which statements they would be able to view. In previous years, it was very easy to email out statements, but to miss a number of donors because the donor didn't have an email on file. The admin had no way of knowing that some donors didn't have statements sent, and this resulted in a lot of confusion. This year, we implemented checks to ensure that if we are missing a valid email address, the admin walks through a process to be able to share those statements with these donors. We also made it so that generated tax statements are now sorted by last name, making it easier to navigate the list of generated statements. Our team also audited every single transaction from 2022 to ensure that each transaction had included donor, fund, and location information. Along with all of this, we wanted to ensure that all transactions were sent correctly in all integrations. To do this, we created some internal tools that allowed our team to audit an integration to see which transactions had or had not been sent in an integration. Our finance team is so excited to say that 2023 was the smoothest tax season we have ever had at Tithely. We wanted to thank all of you who trust Tithely to send out tax statements to the members of your church, and especially to those of you who took the time to provide valuable feedback so that we could make this the best year ever for tax statements. But tax statements isn't the only area of Tithely giving that we've updated recently. In the last few months, we have also made a huge update to bank deposits. On the main bank deposits page, we have added a few columns to easily identify and understand each bank deposit at a glance by simply viewing the details that we now display in the main table of the deposit. In the past, we only showed gross and net. A major request over the years has been to add fees into the mix, but even that would not give the context that we know churches want. So we've added 3 additional columns: fees, refunds, and adjustments to help understand how you ended up at the net deposited amount. We've also updated the deposit overview section. Deposit details have been simplified so that you can now treat the details as an equation by starting with the total received, then adding or subtracting based on that plus or minus sign for each line. This gives you much more clarity when viewing a deposit. We also wanted to add details by fund to the deposit area. This has been a highly requested piece of feedback from our customers. For many churches, this will be the most beneficial change since you need to see a quick breakdown of each fund. If any church wants details for a specific fund, then there is an arrow on the right side that allows you to expand the fund details. A final update we made to bank deposits is within the transaction details. Transactions are now shown as they were at the moment in time when the deposit was transferred to the bank. This means that a bank deposit could show a transaction as successful, but in the future that deposit could show as refunded. By showing this snapshot, churches can now better understand how each transaction led to the end result.